Greetings, Illumineers. Welcome to another Placecake Games video. I'm very excited to have you here because for the first time ever, in any card game, I get to exclusively reveal a brand new card from Disney Lorcana. I'm very hyped to have you here. Thank you so much to Ravensburger and Lorcana for having me and having reveal this card. And they also had me the other day for the Ursula's Return set championship. So if you get a chance, check out that video. But I'm just so hyped. Shimmering Skies is coming out worldwide on August the 9th, going into local gaming stores and hobby stores. And then on August the 23rd, it'll be like more mass available in places like Target, Walmart in the United States, Game in the UK, places like that, and also online retailers such as Placecake Games. And I'm very excited that I'll get to later in the video reveal a brand new Lorcana card for the first time to all you lovely people. And that'll be so cool. But very excited for Shimmering Skies, and all of the new cards and all the new combinations for people's decks, and also people that collect cards, that collect characters. Like you're getting a Maui, you're welcome from Moana, and the debut of Wreck-It Ralph sort of cards for the first time. We had that break card, or whatever the card was from like earlier in set 2 that had Ralph in it, but this is the first time we get like a whole bunch of Wreck-It Ralph cards. And who doesn't love another Donald Duck legendary? This time he's like a pie flinger. We'll get to that in a moment. But the set's kind of theme is all about celebrating defeating Ursula, and it says here every surface glows with the joy of celebration as everyone gathers at the great Illuminary. Big party. There's like you can even see there's like a band in the background, and there's a bunch of characters here, going to celebrate and stuff. So that's kind of like the theme of the kind of expansion as a whole. There's going to be like party games. Even characters like Stitch are getting in on the action. Stitch here is having a tug of war battle. I think Tinkerbell's on the other side of this card in the action. I'm not 100% sure, but huge plus for Stitch fans. There's the Donald Duck we were talking about from the box art and the cover art. He's slinging his pies. He's having them eat humble pie whenever he throws a pie at them, and he's a raging duck. Literally, it's in the text of the card at the bottom there. It literally says raging duck. Ratigan is here to crash the party. If you are a fan of the Great Mouse Detective, you definitely would love to wait till the end of the video. Definitely keep an eye out for that exclusive reveal. But you can see here he's swinging in on his chandelier, chandelier. He's coming in like a wrecking ball, trying to swing in, and he's literally the party crasher. So that's cool. And there's a whole bunch of Wreck-It Ralph cards in this expansion. I'm a huge fan of Wreck-It Ralph. It's one of my favorite modern Disney movies. Probably is my favorite modern Disney movie. I'm a huge fan of video games, and I love all the cameos in the game, and I'm excited to see what other cards from Wreck-It Ralph we get from this expansion. They've revealed a bunch of the racers. We've already got 2 copies of Vanellope Von Sweet. There's probably more coming. Maybe I think it might even be 3. And it's even got the Pix Lexia ability for those effects. For those that don't remember, she sort of glitches out, and you can even see here she's kind of glitching out there. When you play this character, she gains evasive until the start of the turn. So that's really cool. A nice tribute to the game. And there is also King Candy / Turbo. So you can see here this character also counts as being named as King Candy for shift. So if you have the King Candy card, you can play Turbo onto King Candy to shift it, which is really cool. And it's actually quite a solid 2-cost card in the first place. This is actually a really solid 2-cost card. This will actually combo quite nicely with the exclusive reveal that I'm going to talk about later. I'm going to move this one over here so we can talk about that later. But and one of my favourite scenes from Wreck-It Ralph is the Bad Anon, when they're all Ralph's kind of going to this villain anonymous kind of thing, Badanon in this case, and he's telling them, I'm Ralph, I'm a bad guy, but I'm not really a bad guy, and they have their motto, it's good to be bad, it's bad to be good. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but this zombie is just one of the funniest characters from the entire movie, and we got this, I think vampire lady or something. Obviously they couldn't show the other characters that were at the Badanon in there, because there's a bunch from Namco and from other arcade games and stuff in there, but very iconic scene, and it's really cool they're making that a location, and the fact that you actually have the characters in the location. Lorcana, I want to see more of this going forward. It's really cool to see the characters in the background of or in the location cards, because a lot of the location cards, they are really well drawn and they're really well thought out, but they just don't have any cameos. And this is like an iconic scene. Like, it would be cool if more of the locations featured more of the characters, kind of give a bit more flavour. But that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. And so yeah, the packs and the Illuminous Trove and all the other goodies for Shimmering Skies come out on August 9th, hobby stores, and 23rd of August for the sort of the retailer launch. We got the awesome theme decks. I'm definitely looking forward to picking up this Wreck-It Ralph Ruby Amethyst style theme deck. Maybe there'll be some more playable Ruby Amethyst cards from some of the older sets in here that we can kind of use in our decks as well. That'll be really cool. Huge fan of Scar and the Lion King as well, so hoping to get that deck as well. The Luminous Trove looks absolutely beautiful, and what I love about the Luminous Trove this time round is that if you see down here, I'll try and zoom in a bit more for you guys, but if you see down here, the dividers, they actually have the little symbols of the inkwell, of the ink color on the top. So when you're sorting through your bulk, you can actually see see it at a glance much easier, which colors of ink you have when you're putting them in your Illuminous Trove box. So that's a nice little touch. I'll definitely be picking up one of those Illuminous Troves. And they've got a bunch of more merchandise. For the first time, we're finally getting official 9-pocket folders. So these are like 9x9 folders. You got the one with the card back here of all the. I love the little touch of having the ink symbols on the side. I really love this one. This is my favourite. It's got a bunch of the artwork from Nicholas Cole, and just a beautiful, beautiful 9-pocket folder. All the first chapter artworks. I'll definitely be picking up this one because I need like a nice folder to put all my first chapter cards in, my little collection, and this one will be perfect for that. And there's a bunch more awesome things. We got the playmat, we got the bell, and the Look at This Family, the iconic one from Encanto, another one of my favourite modern Disney movies, and the cardback sleeves. I'm looking forward to getting the Lorcana cardback sleeves as well. They'll be really cool. But yeah, I'm very excited for these products. But without further ado, it's time that we got to our exclusive card reveal. And if you are a fan of The Great Mouse Detective, you will absolutely love this card because it is a brand new, drum roll please, Basil from The Great Mouse Detective. This beautiful artwork. This is a 1-cost, 2 strength, 1 willpower card. Basil Practice Detective. It has supports, so whenever it quests, you can add the strength from Basil Practice Detective to another character's strength for the turn that you played him, that you quest with him. So really cool card. It's quite a vanilla kind of 1-drop card, but it's always cool to have more options, because if you think about like some of the strongest 1-drop cards, how much play do we see for like the Cinderella, the one that has free cost to sing, the Chernobog's Followers. This Basil might end up as a really solid 1-drop option for these kind of Sapphire decks. Maybe not like super item heavy Sapphire decks, but other Sapphire decks in the future, and potentially even if you're making like a really fun like Basil and the Great Mouse Detective themed deck. But I'll show you some of the potential combos you could potentially play this with. We've got the firstly, here are the other Basil cards that we already had revealed. So this one is another support Basil. I'll try and zoom in. These images are a bit blurred, but you've got the 2-cost 2/2 Basil of Baker Street. So this is another support. So ideally you want to be questing. I think the first one might be just slightly better because it's a 1-drop and you're getting 2/1 as opposed to a 2/2. But I really love the artwork on this one. But we've got the 4-cost, just more like vanilla Basil, the 3/4 2 Law Power one. But the really interesting one is the Shift 5 6-cost Basil the Great Mouse Detective. So 3/4 and 3 lore is a lot of lore, and if you use shift to play Basil the Great Mouse Detective, you just get to draw 2 cards, which is a really strong effect. Drawing cards in any card game, for those that know, is a very important thing to do. And the fact that you've now got 3 different Basils, all Sapphire, interestingly, 3 different Basils to to play with the Shift Basil gives you some really cool options, especially if you're a fan of the Great Mouse Detective. And I saw the movie again for the first time in like 20 years the other day, once I found out I was revealing this card in particular, and I was very happy that I actually enjoyed the movie. The card itself has got Olivia in it as well. She's like a really cute character. She's got really thick Scottish accent, and you can see they're even in Basil's house. You can see like his cool like workstation and his violin and stuff, and like this case is good as solved. So very much straight storyborn throwback to the Great Mouse Detective movie. So one of the combos is you can use the Great Illuminary. Obviously we saw it earlier, it's free cost, and you can move Basil to here, and it will be a 2 lore like a 2 lore 2/3, which isn't too bad, which is a nice little thing with still the support, which is cool. There's that new turbo card that I was referring to earlier. This is probably one of the best combinations you could play it with if you were playing maybe a Ruby Sapphire deck that isn't so focused around items, maybe, or even just for some like early sort of pressure. You can play Basil on turn 1. On turn 2, you play Turbo, you quest with Basil, and then you have a rush with 4 free, which is really cool. So you could like pretty much deal with deal with anything early on anyway. Let's say, which is it's a nice thing, especially if you're going second. You can clear like a big threat if they've quested or done something. Or they've shifted maybe into the Queen on turn, the Queen, the big Queen, the 5 cost Amber Queen. So that's cool. Sapphire also gets a huge buff this expansion with the brand new Merlin card, the Intellectual Visionary. So if you shifted this Merlin, there are a few Sapphire Merlins. You might have to play this alongside some Amethyst Merlins potentially. Some of those different forms. The snake, no, that's Madam Mim, the goats, the squirrel and so forth, the rabbit, sorry, and this is you get to literally search your deck for any card and add it to your hand. It's an absolutely great card, so that could be a cool combination, helping Sapphire decks in the future. And we can't talk about Sapphire without talking about Hiram Flaversham. For those who don't know, another character from the Great Mouse Detective. He is the uncle of Olivia, who we see earlier. So he is Olivia's uncle here, so that's cool. Hiram Flaversham is probably one of the strongest Sapphire cards in all the item decks, and if we get more items going forward, maybe other Sapphire decks might start to use them as well. So really powerful, allows you to draw a bunch of other cards. And yes, this is the new cards that I get to reveal. Thank you so much again to Disney Lorcana and Ravensburger for allowing me to reveal Basil the Practice Detective. And the artist who did the card is the lovely Eva Weiderman. I apologise for butchering the name, but they are a fantastic artist from Germany. This is their new card, and they've done these very iconic cards as well for Lorcana. So I'm very excited to get the Basil card in the future, and if they're assigning at an event or a convention, I can hand it to them and say, I actually got to reveal this card on my YouTube channel. Like, and I absolutely love the Queen especially, and the Magic Broom. They're very iconic, very highly played cards as well. So another fantastic card for their arsenal, their armory of cards. So I'd love to know what you think about Shimmering Skies, all the cards revealed so far, and also the Basil card. Are there any other combinations that I haven't thought of that you would like to include this card in? Any other cards you think it synergizes well with? I'd love to know your thoughts. Please remember to leave a comment below, let me know your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you very much soon, Lumineers, Lorcana fans. Got it in, come on. A huge thank you for watching this Playscape Games video, and to all the lovely people below who support us on the Patreon. If you want to receive the exclusive monthly Playscape Games podcast and access to our Patreon chat room on Discord, please click the link below, and I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching.